are we? I feel like I got a whiplash from that whirlwind tour we just took.
Yeah, I've definitely got jet lag from all the time zones we just hopped. Oh, wait, I think we're here. I think we're at the homecoming.
What? Now? Oh, yeah, okay. All right. Mm-hmm.
Hello, bonjour, and welcome to the first ever North American Homecoming celebration. Today we'll be commemorating the ways in which all of us, Americans and Canadians, have come together to support the work of the Aga Khan Foundation. I'm Sarah Ahmadi.
And I'm Hus Madavji, and
we're your hosts.
Yeah, we are your hosts today.
This will be a fast-paced program that's all about you and how your support is making great things happen. We have people joining us today from all across North America, so be sure to say hi in the chat and let everyone know where you're tuning in from. You are part of the program today too, so we will be counting on you to participate at key moments. Make sure you have your chat window open so you can play along.
Before we begin, we'd like to acknowledge the indigenous peoples of all the land we are on today. For thousands of years, North America has been the traditional land of many indigenous peoples, and today, this virtual gathering is taking place on what is still the home to many indigenous people from across Turtle Island, and we are grateful to have the opportunity to work on this land. Today, we will be exploring Aga Khan Foundation's work across Africa and Asia and how it's made possible through decades of partnerships with communities, local governments, organizations, and of course, with supporters like you. Without you, we would not be able to support the exciting programs we work on.
So before we get too far into our program, we want to say a big thank you to everyone that has been fundraising and donating this year through the virtual Voyage. We are so grateful to you all for your generous contributions throughout this campaign. And if you haven't had a chance to donate just yet, don't worry, it's not too late. You can click on the button on the upper right of your screen that will take you directly to our donations page. Your donations will make a huge difference in the lives of so many people and the communities we support in Africa and Asia. So thank you.
Your energy, your commitment are what makes all of this possible. We'll meet some of our supporters up next, and then we're taking a brief layover to Kenya to see how, with your support, Aga Khan Foundation helps improve the quality of care.
This year, we're supporting the virtual Voyage because we want to be part of an initiative that supports local solutions to global challenges.
I'm supporting the virtual Voyage because our brothers and sisters need us now more than ever.
Because the work of AKFC never stops, even in these challenging times.
Because we want to help communities in Africa and Asia to build better futures.
To give hope to children all around the world.
Because it gives us an opportunity to give back to the global community.
Because I care and we all stand together.
Because I have hope. Hope for a better neighborhood, better community, and better world.
Because we want to make a difference.
Because I want to inspire other Canadians to step up and take action.
Because the World Partnership work is making a difference globally to fight poverty.
It gives us a sense of purpose when you participate.
Because it's time to put an end to global poverty.
Because the world needs hope.
I am hoping to teach our children about the values of empathy, compassion, and gratitude.
Because now more than ever, a sense of community, support, and cooperation is of utmost importance.
I think that when we have so much, that it's important to help put around the world. So that's why I do it.
On behalf of the Gulshan and Pyareli Nanji Family Foundation, I am honored to be part of this World Partnership work for more than 20 years. This work has been a key event for charitable giving for many needy people worldwide. We all, as proud Canadians, should make this event more and more successful. At the same time, I would like to thank all the team leaders, donors, and volunteers for their time, efforts, and dedication. Thank you very much. We have to enjoy the event and be safe.
This is the largest hospital in the region. It's actually the sub-county hospital, meaning that it gets referrals from all the other facilities in the sub-county. Women and pregnant mothers have been a challenge to us. We have a lot of obstructed labor cases that are coming in from the other facilities. So all those mothers that used to come here, plus other complications of labor, we used to refer to KTRH because we don't have a maternity theatre.
At the Kenyanya hospital itself, the facilities really were in a very poor situation. There's no theatre, there was no antenatal care clinic, there was nothing to motivate the clients to come and access the clinic or even cause a demand for the services.
Generally, we've had an acute shortage of space. Our mothers could not get enough space for postnatal care. The antenatal care room was very small. The delivery room was too small, could only accommodate one delivery bed.
It meant that it was going to create an opportunity for people to find a place where they can be able to go to for their health services. That meant that people will not have to travel so many kilometers to go find a health facility. And worse still, reduce the maternal mortality rates and the neonatal mortality rates. And that was exciting for us, that we were going to be able to impact or make a difference in the life of the community.
So we've seen an increase in the number of clients that we are attending to. We've seen significant improvement in the systems and processes that we have in the sub-county. We've seen an improvement in the indicators across board in all the service delivery points that we are offering. We've seen an improvement in the built environment. We now have more space. We have more constructions going on. We have medical equipment that we've brought on board. We've strengthened the health management information system. Very soon we are going to go paperless the whole hospital. We have seen more confidence in the community members that we are serving. So I'm very hopeful that the hospital is going to grow and serve the community members. It's the first step in a journey of 1,000 miles, and we are confident that we are going to get there.
It really is inspiring to see the kind of impact your support has had from the ground up. You know, something I've really been thinking about this year is how we're really all in this together. It doesn't matter if you're joining us from sunny SoCal or snowy Edmonton, our lives have all, in some way, been impacted by this pandemic, and we're going to need each other as we try to figure out our new normal.
But working together is nothing new if you've been a part of the AKF family for any time at all. As Hus mentioned earlier, the work of the foundation does rely on several partnerships, both overseas and at home. In North America, AKF relies on thousands of volunteers from coast to coast and across the border. Our volunteers help mobilize resources and get people signed up, inspired, and supporting this incredible cause. To the thousands of volunteers who made all of this possible, this message is for you.
I volunteer for the joy of service to humanity.
So that everyone can have access to education.
To support our common humanity.
To help others and to make a difference.
To instill change through education.
For a stronger community.
Because it brings me joy.
I volunteer to help those in need.
To make this world a better place and to give hope.
To uplift marginalized communities.
In the hope of enhancing the greater good of my community.
To give back to the community.
For a cause I believe in.
For the empowerment of global community.
For a brighter and more equitable future for all.
For improving the living conditions and to give opportunities to people.
To create equal opportunities around the world.
To shape a better tomorrow.
To connect and serve my community.
For those who also deserve the opportunity.
For a better tomorrow for all grandchildren globally.
To create hope for a better future.
I volunteer for AKF so that I can make a difference.
I am inspired to help good people do good things.
To create an enabling environment.
To help humanity.
To be part of the change.
To help alleviate poverty.
To create sustainable and innovative solutions.
To enable our full potential as people.
To serve and help others.
By the foundation effort in eliminating complex cycle of global poverty.
Your support is a demonstration.
To be part of a positive change.
To see AKF making a difference.
To see the results the fundraising is making on people's lives.
Because I have seen many beneficiaries of AKF programs.
To make a difference.
I am inspired by individuals creating a better tomorrow.
I am inspired by the dedication of other volunteers.
By the results achieved by recipients of AKDN programs.
By life-sustaining long-term projects. By improving the lives of others.
By the notion that just a little bit can turn into something much more bigger.
To all our fellow volunteers out there,
your support
is a demonstration
of global citizenship in action.
Volunteers are shining examples
of people joining forces to embrace their role
as citizens of the world.
In a global crisis like this,
it has never been clearer that
we are all connected
and that we all benefit
when we tackle global challenges together.
Thank you for everything that you do. Thank you for everything that you do.
Thank you for everything you do.
I hope you're all having a great time so far. Hello, my name is Firdaus Ali, President of Greater Houston Retailers Cooperative Association, GHRA. Like you, our members are huge advocates of the Aga Khan Foundation. We support AKF due to them taking a holistic approach in helping communities and individuals live healthier and better lives all around the world. It is now my pleasure to showcase some donors from across the United States. Enjoy.
This year, we are supporting Virtual Voyage for
poverty
alleviation.
They're improving the quality of life in Africa and Asia.
The aid helps support education, healthcare, and supply water and food for people who need it.
This year, I'm supporting the Virtual Voyage for Afghanistan because of the Aga Khan Foundation's commitment to make Afghanistan peaceful and prosperous again.
It feels amazing to be able to help support the Virtual Voyage and help people in need.
We've gone through some extraordinary stops during this virtual voyage, and it's time. We want to know. We want to hear from you. Tell us in the chat what was your favorite or most memorable stop. And while you're doing that, let's hear from another one of our amazing sponsors.
My name is Adil Ahmed from Destination Auto Group in Vancouver, BC. I'm proud to have this opportunity to participate in the Virtual Voyage Homecoming celebration today. As Canadians, we are fortunate to live in an environment where civil society enables us to enjoy a comfortable quality of life. I was only able to fully appreciate this during my fellowship in Tajikistan with the First Microfinance Bank. Your generous support enabled us to explore new ideas and paradigms for increasing financial literacy and access, which has since helped tens of thousands of Tajik nationals to improve the quality of their lives. It is my honor now to show you this next video featuring Amail Kazi, Project Manager of Thrive Tajikistan.
My name is Amail Kazi. I am a Program Manager with AKF Tajikistan, working on the Thrive Tajikistan program. I know you just visited Tajikistan through the Virtual Voyage and had a chance to see AKF's work here in country. I'm excited to tell you about the Thrive Tajikistan program, which is helping to improve the quality of life of people throughout the country. So Thrive is a 5-year program from 2018 to 2023. It's funded by AKF and also the United States Agency for International Development, USAID. It's one of the biggest programs that AKF Tajikistan has led here in Tajikistan. And it's really interesting because it's geographically diverse. We're working 16 districts across 2 regions, Khatlan and Gorno-Badakhshan, home of the Pamir Mountains. It's also multi-partner. We're working with 7 different AKDN agencies, as well as a government institution. And it's also multi-sector. So we're working in local governance, directly at the village level. We're working in economic growth, facilitating access to finance and other opportunities for people and for businesses, in health, in water and sanitation, through the construction of drinking water supply systems and public toilet facilities, in energy through the construction of a hydropower plant, agriculture and food security. And so it kind of shows the holistic approach that AKDN takes to development, requiring a multitude of different inputs and partners in order to ensure sustainable growth and development. You know, there have been a lot of inspirational stories coming out of the program over the last 2 years. And now as we enter the third year, we expect a lot more. But I think one story in particular could be the hydropower plant that we constructed in Roshan district in Gorno-Badakhshan. This is one of the most remote areas of the country. You have to travel almost 6 hours from the main highway to get there. It's 10,000 feet or about 3,000 meters above sea level. And you're traveling down a road that sometimes disappears. It's incredibly remote, and you have to be lucky to not come across a rock fall or a mudslide on the way there. And so Pamir Energy, who is one of the partners under Thrive, led the construction of the hydropower plant, which was completed in September of this year. And it's a 450 kilowatt small hydropower plant that's linking 4 villages, and it provides access to electricity for almost 400 households. And this is the first time that they've had access to electricity in almost 2 decades. And so I think what's really meaningful about this particular story is really how important electricity is for daily life. Not only in terms of the health, environmental, and social impacts. So, replacing firewood for heating, meaning that women no longer have to travel on foot for up to 8 hours to collect wood or shrubs for fire. But also reducing deforestation, reducing carbon emissions, and also decreasing smoke-related health issues. But the benefits can also be brought to improving the quality of education and boosting income generation activities. Up until now, the local residents, even with basic business ideas, they haven't been able to implement those because their business activities require electricity. And so this hydropower plant essentially will change everything for these villages, for the people. And to date, it's one of the most important and biggest achievements. So thank you for joining us here in Tajikistan. I hope you enjoyed your stay. And I'm really happy that I was able to tell you a little bit about the Thrive Tajikistan program and specifically more about the hydropower plant that we constructed in Roshan.
So far, we've seen 2 projects made possible through the generosity of our supporters. And it's thanks to American and Canadian donors and fundraisers like you that AKF is able to support these kinds of projects. Your support is appreciated. It makes a huge difference in lives across Africa and Asia, and it's still very much needed. Friends, if you're feeling extra inspired, please remember that fundraising for the virtual voyage is not yet over. We are still taking donations until 11:59 p.m. Pacific time. And if you're not sure how to give, just reach out in the chat window for details on how to do that.
I am Rahim Umlani, President of Tri-Strait Trade Association. On behalf of the Board of Directors, would like to thank our vendors, and especially our members, for the incredible support that they offer each year. Because of their generous contribution, we are able to make a difference. We're all proud supporters of AKF, and it is a very dear and close to our hearts. Please continue to enjoy the show. There's a lot more fun coming your way.
We all know it's been a year like no other, but so many of you at home put the fun back into fundraising during this campaign. I saw so many creative fundraisers during the virtual voyage.
Yeah, from music parties to trivia nights.
I also heard of a cooking lesson with a chef and even a DJ set to help raise awareness and funds for AKF.
That's awesome. What a great way to give your passion purpose. And actually, they do say that we should move around every 20 minutes or so, especially when flying.
You know what? We do a stretch every year at the walk. Let's do it now. I wonder if our friends in Vancouver can help us out.
Hello, everyone. It's Raheem Dadani here from the Evergreen Hotel Group. Just like all of you, we are longtime supporters of the walk, and we were missing the walk so much this year that we had to be here at Lumberman's Arch here in Vancouver.
Hey everyone, my name is Shai Zalilina and I'm part of the Evergreen Hotel Group. So proud that we could be a sponsor of the event this year for such a great cause. We're really missing the walk this year, especially the food, the community, and more importantly, the stretches at the beginning. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this first stretch is called Roll the Boat. 1, 2, 3, 4. We got one more for you. This one's called Stir the Sherbet. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now high knees. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, everybody, let's warm up those quads with this stretch. Grab your right foot, hold, and hold. And down. And now let's grip that left foot. Excellent, you guys are doing great.
Okay, everybody, now that we're warmed up, we're gonna get a little bit more active. Let's do 10 jumping jacks. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Yes, that feels great. I needed that. Okay, we're heading for a brief layover in Afghanistan. Now, you've seen the story of Dr. Hajira, the first female doctor in Badakhshan province, at a virtual voyage stop in Afghanistan. Now, let's meet Dr. Samia, a doctor who was mentored by Dr. Hajira with support from programs funded through your generosity.
مسلک طبابت و فرق بین زن و مردی باید اصلا نباشه و این هدف یک هدف هست. هدف فقط خدمت هست و نجات دادن جان مریض هست. ما همه مریضای ما از زن، مرد، از هر جنس، از هر طبقه، از هر لسانی باشد، ما صرف به حیث یک مریض میشناسیم و برش خدمت میکنیم و کوشش میکنیم که مریض خود نجات بدیم. خب انسان هر کس در زندگیش یک آرزو و یک امیدی داره و من هم از زمان طفولیت علاقه داشتم و آرزو داشتم که در آینده یک دکتر شوم، چون در فامیل ما پدرم دکتر هستند و در سال 2016 من از دانشکده طب معالجوی از مزار شریف فارغ شدم و بعدش هم انتخاب کردم ولایت خودم، جایی که ما اینجا زاده شدیم و اینجا بزرگ شدیم و وقتی که ما دیدیم این مردم بیشتر و خصوصاً به بخش صحی بیشتر ضرورت دارن به کمک و همکاری، وقتی دیدم نیازی مردم ما و همچنان که چقدر به یک دکتر زن اینجا نیاز دارن و ضرورت دارن و من انتخاب کردم زادگاه خودم و آمدم اینجا و تقریباً 4 ماه 4 ماهی میشه من اینجا مصروف هستم و از این بابت خیلی خوشحال هستم و احساس خوشی میکنم.
Wow, that was so impressive. I hope you're all having a fabulous time so far. I know we are. Hi, my name is Natasha Jawani, and I'm representing the Prestige Auto Group in Canada. Like you, my family and I are proud supporters of the Aga Khan Foundation. Supporting AKF is very important to us because we wholeheartedly believe in the amazing work the foundation does across the globe. It is now my honor to present to you some champions of the foundation from across Canada. Enjoy.
And now we're heading back to Kenya, where we'll see how AKF is supporting gender equality in the home. There, we'll meet David, a devoted husband and father. Men like David, who are invested in their wives' and daughters' well-being and education, are key to ensuring all women and girls are able to fulfill their life's potential.
Nanya korora musacho koimuki musvati oye kuchie kliniki lakini David ngongirali kliniki mcheta bauti nere yundoche
nga kiyatata abali gutonyorera nyumba yani mbali konda nyigitari abali kuibulira alia nyumba ikamangana yaereyo lakini njeboni tofauti yane kuirandi muno nyigitari nasomire ibintu bingi egakorera ebintu mbire tutari gucha kumanya mono gusibu n'abaswati tutari gucha kumanya gekera babeire ang'e nase turi ngunya gotosomi bari nandi mbaenderere gekera ukarutari ang'e n'abana okonyora bari are okonyora oyo muchire gochia oyo ndochire gochia gosinta chinda abana bagachichokora lakini rende ing'ota tempa ang'e ase bari mono chindo chinga yani ase obogima bwane ntaeta abana abachikoba obogima obuya basome barikwe onye ntarakwa na inche ndora abana abana mbuya bari gochimoka yani ase ogosoma nako bulindi obuya.
Now, we know we've got folks joining us from all across North America, l'Amérique du Nord pour nos amis francophones. But we want to know where you're tuning in from today. Tell us in the chat. And while you're at it, why don't you give us a follow on social media? The handles are on the screen below. Now, before we introduce Khalil Sharif, CEO of AKF Canada and US, check out some of these champions.
This year, my family and I are supporting AKF because this initiative is a window into seeing the impact the donors' time and funds have on the global community.
Because we want to be a part of helping people in need.
This year, I'm supporting the virtual voyage because it raises more awareness when we see the impact made.
AKF makes the future better for all of us.
We are one humanity.
I think it's needed the most this year.
Because we believe in it and we want to be part of it.
For better education.
Help our spiritual brothers and sisters.
So that I can sit at home and explore AKF's partnership with countries around the world to build a better future together.
What a show. Thank you to Sarah and Hus for hosting this extraordinary homecoming ceremony. And thank you to all of you for joining us as we conclude the first ever AKF Virtual Voyage campaign. For all of you who are longtime supporters of the Aga Khan Foundation, you'll know that this year's campaign has been a bit different. We're really used to gathering together in small ways and in large ways across the year to signal our support and to commemorate our support for the work of the Aga Khan Foundation and the Aga Khan Development Network around the world. This year, of course, we haven't been able to come together in the same way. But this year we've done something really extraordinary. We've taken a virtual voyage around the world. We visited a number of countries and seen firsthand the impact of the work that you are supporting. We've been able to talk to some of the leaders of the Aga Khan Development Network and learn from them about how it is that we are responding to this global crisis. We've been able to talk to and see members of the communities that we are serving and see the ways in which they are responding and drawing from all the support you're providing. And that's been itself an extraordinary experience. We could not have done this without the extraordinary support and leadership of our volunteers from across both the United States and Canada. And I want to thank you for everything you've allowed us to do on such a different scale and style than typical. And I want to thank all of our fundraisers, all of our donors, all of our sponsors who have stepped up this year, even at a time of economic difficulty and uncertainty here at home. You have found it in your hearts and in your minds to make a contribution to those who are confronting even more severe difficulty in other parts of the world. And for that, you have my admiration and my deep, deep gratitude. You know, we've learned one thing from this pandemic, and that is that we are all in this together, that our humanity is truly shared. And we have been able to see the way in which our support can have really transformational impacts, whether it's helping girls who are out of school stay current with their education with whatever means we can, whether it's radio broadcasts or books being taken to their doorsteps, whether it's making sure communities in even the most remote parts of the world have been able to learn about the pandemic and know what they need to do to protect themselves, whether it is starting to look at what the long-term impact of the pandemic is going to be, rebuilding agricultural value chains so we can help people avoid the situation of food insecurity, helping people rebuild their livelihoods, and of course, supporting a lot of frontline health workers as they continue the very, very important work of treating those who are unwell, not only from COVID, but of all the other things that the health system needs to be able to do. These are the efforts that you are allowing us to continue and to sustain and to improve. So I want to thank all of you for everything you're allowing the Aga Khan Development Network to do. And I want to invite you to continue that support because the work will continue. The needs are extraordinary and our work together will need to respond to the challenge of the future. For those of you who have not had a chance to contribute yet, there's still an opportunity. Please, you can hit the donate now button on the screen and make a contribution before we conclude the Virtual Voyage campaign and allow us to continue reaching the thousands of communities who are looking to us for support and assistance. And for all of those who already have contributed, thank you very much. And I look forward to our continued work together.
Wow, we're at the end of our program, folks. Thank you so much for joining us this afternoon. Just as Khalil said, if you haven't had a chance to donate, or if you feel inspired to give a little bit more, please click the button on the upper right-hand side of your screen, or check the chat for details on how to do that.
We also want to hear your feedback on the homecoming. There's a survey link coming up if you want to share your thoughts with us.
Well, survey says... It's been an absolute pleasure to host everyone at home through this virtual homecoming celebration today. And Hoos, thank you so much for co-hosting with me. This was fun.
Yeah! I think we missed it. It's okay. Listen, to everyone watching, it has been our honor to be welcomed into your homes today to celebrate what we have been able to accomplish together. Thank you for having us.
Thank you, and au revoir, mes amis.
We'll see you soon.